In the last video, we played a fair few games and we opened a load of bronze packs. The market is still in such a weird state at the moment because of these squad builder challenges that any kind of trading technique, opposed to the longer term ones like winter upgrades or player of the month, are just so risky. What we're going to do in this episode is we're going to keep listing the bronze pack stuff. We're probably going to open a few more bronze packs as well. But mainly we're going to look at other squad builder challenges that have some decent value to them at the moment. We're going to probably be aiming mainly at silver player packs, just because there's so many big cards in there that one card can instantly double the value of what you use on the squad builder challenge. As you can see, a few of the items from the bronze packs yesterday have sold, mainly the player fitnesses. We've still got a whole transfer list almost full of cards selling at the moment as well. So the first challenge I decided to look at was the San Jose Earthquakes one in the MLS. This one gives you a 1 silver players pack reward. So you get 1 rare and then the rest are non-rare, which is absolutely fine because a lot of the more expensive cards aren't actually rare anyway. We spent a little over 3,000 completing this, so I feel like even with bang average pack luck, we should make our money back. We've got 3 bronzes, so we paid 150 for each of those, and then most of the silver players, apart from the right mid we paid 550 for, and I think this defender we paid 600 for, the rest were picked up for around 300, 350 coins. So it's about 3,200 coins to complete that challenge, which is probably going to turn out to be a decent profit at the very least. So the next challenge we're going to look at is the Portland Timbers. I say Portland. So the next challenge we're going to look at is the Portland Timbers one in the MLS again. So this will not only give us a premium silver pack, so it's not a player's pack annoyingly, but it also gives us 500 coins. So if we can complete this for around 3,000 coins again, we should be able to at least break even, or with some decent pack luck, make a little bit of profit. Now the method I use when I complete these challenges is, I set the filters to the league and the club obviously, and then I just fill in the club with concept players. So I usually pick up the cheapest player in each position, as you can see. Usually we get lucky and we get a bronze or 2 within the team. We've got 2 centre backs there, 1 bronze, 1 silver. And then after we've done this, what we'll do is we'll just quickly search on the transfer market, see how much the players are going for. Then we'll pick up the cheaper ones, and then for the more expensive ones, what we usually do is we'll find an alternative to them. So it might be a player out of position, it might be someone that doesn't need to be there. We're going to pop a striker in the cam position there. And what else do we have to fill? Is that it? We got 1 more cam position. Let's just search for a centre mid for that one. See if we can find a centre mid. There we go, another bronze player. So as you can see, the team rating isn't quite high enough at the moment. So what we need to do is maybe change the goalkeeper. The goalkeepers are usually cheap with whatever you bring in. So if we pop that up to a 68 rated goalkeeper, and then we also probably want to change the striker, because strikers are usually the second cheapest one. And if we pop in a 72 rated, it pops it up a little bit. If we change that for a 68 rated, and that one for a 66 rated, oh, we're still not quite there. Okay, we'll change the 66 rated one as well. Change those 2 round. Whoops, we do not want to search for him on the transfer list. This is one of the annoying things that happens. It resets if you come out of it. So now we've just got to quickly come back in, MLS, Portland Timbers, concept players, striker. Does that put us where we need it to be? It does. Cool, so there we got a team that meets all the requirements. Then I like to just start by searching for the cheaper ones. So the goalkeepers are usually fairly cheap. As you can see, we could probably pick him up on the open bid here for 150. Maybe have to bid a little bit more on him, but that's absolutely fine. 200 coins for a card isn't bad. We're going to get that centre back for 150. The other centre back might be slightly more expensive. That's how it usually works with these anyway. So yeah, we're looking like we're going to be paying about 600 for him. So we'll come back to him in a second. The CDM here is going for silly money for some reason. Oh, someone's price fixed him. So you'll find this quite a lot with these challenges. You'll have price fixers on the market. We'll just buy everyone there is and then list it for about 3 times, 4 times more than it's actually worth. As for this right back here, the cheapest seems to be 550 on him. I'm just going to go to the very end, 450 there. We're going to pick him up for 450, which isn't a bargain, but the bids were so long left on them, and then we risked being outbid nearer the end. We've got another bronze player here who will pick up for 150. Let's see if the other CDM is price fixed as well. Oh, he's extinct. That's even worse. Let's go into the strikers now then. Hopefully this silver striker isn't too much. We've got a 500 one there, which isn't bad for a 72 rated striker. Oh, we've got a 350 there. We're going to instantly buy him up. Let's have a look at the centre midfielder and then the cam as well. So we've got another 150 bid on a bronze player there. The cam up here, which we can't get to, is a gold player. He massively boosts our rating, so that's pretty nice at least. It looks like we are going to be paying about 500 coins for him though, which isn't a huge problem because he saves us so much money from the bronzes. So we'll get a bid on him there. We need to also find this striker, so let's have a search for him. Looks like, oh, he's pretty high actually. How long we're left on the bids on this guy? 300 with 8 minutes left. Let's bid on him. That should be absolutely fine. And then that covers everyone except for the centre defensive mids, who are just too expensive. And I think this centre back we didn't pick up yet. So let's just have a quick search again for him. He was 550, I think. 600. Cool. So then what I do is load up the bench, choose our filters again. This is what gets annoying, having to select the filters so many times. And then I'm just going to fill it with concept players that fit into the squad. So we'll throw a random centre back on that. We'll throw another striker. Oh, we got a striker on there already. Another CDM. We need the midfielders here, and maybe a centre back that we can find for cheaper than the guy we've already got. We don't need any of you. There we go, there's some more midfielders. The problem when we replace these midfielders though is the rating could drop a little bit. And then we've just got to be ready to make a couple of changes in the squad. So if we search for this CDM, he's coming up for about 800 coins, 750. 750 I think might be the cheapest, 700. The cheapest we found another midfielder for at the moment. And this 66 rated is nearly extinct, so we're not even going to bother with him. Let's check this 71 rated CDM. He's going for 1,000 again. It looks like he's price fixed again. You can tell because they're all the same price, same start, same finish point. Right, so if we throw him into the squad, we still keep the chemistry. And then if we change him with a centre back, are we still good for chemistry? We might still be good for chemistry if we're lucky. I don't know if that's going to increase anything. No. Cool. So let's see how much this guy goes for on the transfer list. 650. God, he's expensive. There's got to be a cheaper centre back than that. Let's search for this guy. Oh, there we go. 450. Damn, and he's a higher rated as well. That could change everything. We're going to bid on... Are we going to bid or are we going to buy him? We're just going to buy him. There's 19 minutes left. We missed him. We'll buy this one instead. Yes. That's much better. So there was 19 minutes left. It would have been ages if we waited for the bid. And now because we've increased the rating of the team, we could hypothetically have dropped it elsewhere. So did we pick up the keeper? Did we bid on him already? We did. We got 150 bid on him. I think that's everyone except for maybe this CDM here, who we're just going to have a quick bid on as well. He's still... Is he 700 one down here? 700. Oh, it's gone already. I'm going to see what we can pick up from there, see what gaps we have, and then we'll quickly have a look at what we need to finish the team off. So we picked up all these players. It's come to about just over 2,500, and we've just got 2 slots left to fill now. So the first one, oh, there's 450 for that guy. That's not bad actually. So we'll pick up that centre back there. Now we just need one player, and I think it's going to have to be someone in the right position. So a CDM. This guy was going for 700, cheapest last time we checked. He's 750 now. I probably wouldn't advise buying him normally. That's a bit expensive for a challenge like this. But now we have him. We've probably spent, that'll push us up to about 3,700. So 3,200 when we get our coins back. It's probably not the best, cheapest way to do it. We could have been more patient. But we definitely didn't massively overspend on that challenge. So we just completed this challenge. We did have to make a few changes, so I did need to bring in another centre mid for the chemistry. A striker in that position just wasn't working for us, annoyingly. As you can see, if we pop a striker in there, it brings it down to 95, but it would actually drop to 94 when the fact that we don't have loyalty kicks in. Another important thing to mention is, if you remember, I think we picked up, I think it was this guy. So we picked this guy up for an absolute bargain. He was selling for 2,000, and then we saw this one for 600, then one for 300, and we snapped him up. As you can see, they're completely different clubs, and it was such a stupid mistake to make. So just be very aware of who you're buying and the club they currently play for. So to complete this challenge, we paid 150 on 4 of the bronzes. So on our goalkeeper it was 150, on our left back 150. Then our rare golds, we paid 350 on all of those. So that puts us at about 1,500. We paid just over 700 for Dempsey. So that's about 2,500, 2,600. The centre mid here we picked up for 400 on a snipe. So that's 3,000. Then we picked up this guy for 800. So just under 4,000 to complete the challenge, which isn't amazing, but it's not bad either. And if we sell everything in the pack, we're more than likely to make our money back at the least. So the next one we came on to complete was the Orlando City one. We just get a normal 5k pack for this, but as you can see, most of the players were really cheap, 250 there. The defenders were only 300, and then instead of using left mid, right mid, we just used left back and right mid, right back and left back, which we got for 350, 400. 2 bronze in it for 150. And then the rest were really, really cheap discard kind of players. Like this guy, I think we got for 350. So all in all, we probably spent about 3,000 again, maybe a tiny bit more to complete this one. So that gives us 4 packs to open now. On top of that, it's also allowed us to complete our 5th challenge in the MLS one. So if we ever get to a stage where we're coming close to completing it, we'd get ourselves an awesome card for the series, but we'd also get ourselves 20,000 coins. So all in all, we've probably spent between 13 and 14,000 coins on these 4 packs. So what we're going to do is just jump straight into opening these up, starting with the gold pack first. All we need to do is get 13,000 coins worth of value from it. I don't know if he'll sell, I highly doubt it, but we're just looking for consumables more than anything. So we've got a Liga NOS from Sporting, who would have been good the other day, and Serie A player as well. Keep the contracts, keep the upper body healing, keep the finisher, we'll keep all of that for now, and we'll discard the badges. So now we'll move on to the premium silver pack. We'll keep the silver players pack till last because it's most likely to be our most profitable. We do get a rare player in it, and of course he's from the Saudi League. He's never going to sell. We get a Polish guy as well, 3 contracts, a fitness, another healing, and 2 attribute cards. So everything in there is going to sell. We're not going to bother keeping that left back. We've already got him in the club, there's no need for him. So now we're opening the premium gold pack. It's not going to be anything huge, it's not even going to be a rare player. Damn, that's really, really annoying actually. That Risa guy looks like a possible new transfer. I highly doubt he's worth anything at all, but no. What else did we get? We got 3 players in here, so some of them should sell. 3 contracts. We did get a squad fitness, another tribute card, and 1,000 coins. So that's not actually too bad a pack. We should probably just about break even from that one. And then we come into the final pack, the big one. I'm just hoping for one big player in this pack. We got a rare player who is a CDM from Leicester, Ndidi. I wonder if he sells. It would be huge if he did for us. Let's compare the price on him. No. He might go for, well, it's bits of him for 500, so he might sell for about 900 odd coins, which isn't awful money. Right, so now we just got to try and find someone who's worth something in these weird leagues. So we've got a Super League player here. I saw the big money and I got excited. 800 is the cheapest for this guy here. So we're going to list him for 750 and hope he goes. The next one we've got is a Liga NOS centre back as well. This could be quite a big one. 1100. Come on, don't drop below 1100. Oh wow, so we're going to list him up for 1,000. We'll go for 950 actually, we do want him to sell. The guy from La Liga Santander probably isn't going to sell for anything, but we'll still check. Oh wow, he's only got one up for 900. Was it 900 the cheapest on him? I think it was. Cool, so we're going to list him up for 800. If these guys sell, then we're going to make some serious profit. A League 1 striker. If it was a defender, we might have had a better chance of selling him. For a striker, we probably will be able to sell him, but we'll keep him for now just till we see what these guys go for. We've got loads of players from the SBC clubs in this, which is huge. He's got a bid of 300 on him. We'll just list this guy straight up for 450. And then the next one's from the Eredivisie. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. Let's compare the price on this guy. Oh wow, is that 1,400? 1,000's the cheapest. Another 900 odd coins. That is amazing. What else do we have? Championship, Super League as well. We can't actually check the price of him. So and a Pro League as well. Let's send all of those to our club. Then we're just going to quickly jump onto the transfer list and clear what's on there at the moment. I definitely think we should at least be making 1,000, maybe 2,000 coins profit from this. So a couple of the guys from earlier have sold. That gives us 3 slots to play with. So let me just jump into the club and then we'll find those silver players. We don't want that, we want silver rarity. So who is it we had? I can't remember everyone. He was one we wanted to list. Let's see what the cheapest he had up was. I think it was about 1,000 that we saw last time on him. Which means we can list him for 950. Yeah, it's looking about 1,000. So we're going to list him up for 900. Again, we just want them to sell for these money. We don't want them sitting on our transfer list forever. That guy might sell at some point, but I'm not going to bother even listing him now. Who else do we have in the club? I can't remember what rating or anything they were, so it might take us a little bit just to find these guys. They were all from the big leagues, at least we know that much. There wasn't any of those guys. I think he was one of them that went for about 900 again. What was he going for? 1,000 was his cheapest, so yeah, 900 on that guy. And then the next one was, I think it was right next to him actually. Oh no, it wasn't. Keep on coming through here. I can't actually see it. Super League, there he is. God, that took us forever to find him. Ooh, and he's almost extinct. Damn, so we're going to list him up for 1,200. And then the next one is the Mexico League, which is no good for us. I don't think anyway. I was untradeable. So yeah, it's definitely no good for us. Right, cool. So those packs weren't actually bad at all. So while that stuff sells and we get some coins back and clear some space, we're going to play a game. And then we're going to jump straight into doing some more of these. I think I'm going to try and keep it to just the silver player packs if we can, because they're definitely the most valuable at the moment. So in the first game here, we come up against a team called French, although he does have quite a few non-French players in it. But the team itself looks solid. He's got Costa, Di Maria and Lacazette up front, solid defence, and he's also wearing a Tottenham shirt, so hopefully he'll appreciate our full Spurs team. Our son gives it away in a dangerous position. He's got round the defender, puts it top corner. That's probably the worst start we could have had. We just handed it straight to Lacazette there. Played into Son, back into Janssen, back through to Son. He sees the run on the wing by Dyer. Dyer cuts it back into Son. Son with a chance to finish. Son tucks it into the bottom corner. We're finally back into the game after dominating the match for probably ever since his goal. That's a great ball through to Lacazette, and we're not saving that. That's literally straight after we scored as well. That was so poor by us again. He's played a great through ball to Lacazette. We can't catch him for pace. He beats the keeper, he turns and he tucks it bottom net. That's one hell of a finish again. This is going downhill very quickly. Lamela plays up to Janssen. Back into Son. Son now breaks. Son plays it into Janssen. Out to Lamela. Lamela sees Janssen still going strong. He cuts it himself. He plays it into Lamela. Lamela with a shot, bottom corner. We finally scored a goal. It's Janssen, not Lamela. But we scored either way. We just need one more for the draw here. This could be our last chance to get anything out of this game. Janssen holds up. He finds Lamela. He finds Janssen again. Janssen lays it off. And again, Dyer with a shot across goal. It's gone in the last second of the match. Oh, that's one hell of a finish by Dyer. So the match was actually really even. He was such a good dribbler and skiller. And that's something I really, really struggle with when trying to defend. We had a couple of chances as well that we should have scored that hit the post. But a 3-3 seems like a fair result after that game. So not a lot on our transfer list is sold yet. So we're going to jump into one more game. We're going to use our winter upgrade squad for this one. I think we need 4 points from 2 games to get promotion. So it's definitely doable. And this guy's got a really cool team with Cahill in there. And then kind of like a La Liga squad at the back. And then I'm not sure if the top players are La Liga as well. I'm going to assume they are maybe Australian League with Cahill. Not sure. No idea, though. He's got through past our bronze defender and past our bronze keeper as well. I forgot how slow the defence was in this and that we got a bronze keeper as well. I forgot to change some of that up. Ali picks it up, plays it into Icardi. Icardi's waiting for options. Nobody's trying to help him out here. He plays it back to Joe Allen, who turns. He sees Icardi making a run into the box. Icardi strikes it. That's 1-0. Go near post again with this one. Icardi gets up for it. What a header by Icardi. He's on for a hat-trick now. That's 2-1. He makes up for the mistake from Harrison seconds before. It's a great ball into Icardi. He sees Harrison making the run. Harrison picks up the ball. We've got a great chance here to go 3-1 ahead. We can't miss another chance like this, can we? Of course we can. But Icardi's going to get his hat-trick on the rebound. We've really got to work on this finishing because it is so poor. So just after we score in the 80th minute, he decides he's had enough and he quits. The match itself was fairly even. We dominated the attacking football side of it, but we were so poor with our finishing. But a win is a win, and that puts us, I think, is it 1 point? We're 1 point away from promotion yet again. So after those 2 games, only one of the silver players is sold, along with a load of the individual fitnesses again. So we're going to clear those, relist everything on our transfer list, and then I'm just going to jump into the club and list some of the gold players and the consumables we got from the packs as well. So before we jump into a couple more of the squad builder challenges, I just wanted to show you the MK Dons situation. So if we remember the other day, we were picking them up for 150 easily, selling them on for about 400, 500, 600. Now if we look at the MK Dons players at 950, we have one player who's just been listed. Even if we increase the filter slightly to maybe 1200, we have a total of 7 players here. And we're still 3 days before the player of the month. I could see these players probably getting to about 2,500 coins maybe before I decide to cash in myself. We've got 17 of them here. I think we've got about 10 of them in our club now as well, so it's about 27. And on the transfer list, we have another 4. So we've got over 30 of them as well. If they sell for 2,000 each, that's over 60 grand, 60,000 coins from literally about a 6,000 coin investment. Right, so we're roughly 2 players away from completing 2 more squad builder challenges. But I was a bit reckless with it, and these players are going to cost us quite a bit. Maybe 1,000, 2,000 coins. So I'm going to wait a bit, see if they drop down in price. Give our players on the transfer list a chance to sell, so I'll have a few more coins to buy them. And in the meantime, we're going to play our last game in the division. It's won back by Antonio. Antonio breaks. He's got options. He plays over to Icardi. Icardi with a shot. It's gone in. We've got ourselves a buffer now, so we can even afford to concede and still get promoted here. Nzonzi plays it through to Joe Allen. Joe Allen's still on the ball here. He plays it into Vaughan. Vaughan with a chance to go 2-1 up. Vaughan's not missing from there. That's 2-0. He's found himself in acres of space here. Harry Kane's up there. He lays it off to Vardy. He's got options out wide. He plays it out wide. It's a great shot and it's gone bottom corner. Torre, the scorer. We could still concede 1 more and win the title, but we really want to win this game. Harrison turns his man. Finds Vaughan in the centre. Cuts it back into Harrison. Harrison buries it. That's our bronze and silver League One superstars linking up there. Harrison sees the run on the wing by Ali. Ali cuts back. He finds Harrison, who finds Vaughan. Vaughan turns. Vaughan shoots bottom corner. That's 4-1. That's going to be promotion. That's going to be the coins that we needed. So we had a fairly rocky first half. This guy was all over us with shots. He was shooting from everywhere. He had about 10 corners or something stupid like that. But he just didn't finish his chances. Whereas we were really, really clinical for once. That ends up giving us a 4-1 win, which does give us promotion. We're a point away from the division title. Oh, do we still have a game left? I thought that was our last game. Okay, so we've got 1 game left to win the title. So we need to draw on our last game and then the title is ours. What we're going to do is jump straight into that game now. We're going to finish off the title run and then we're going to finish off the squad builder challenges, open the packs and end it there. So we come into the actual final game of the season. I don't know why I thought the last one was our last game, but we come up against a full Rangers team, I think. It looks like it, and it doesn't look great on paper. Hopefully the guy playing it isn't too good as well. This would give us the title, so this is even better than just getting promotion. But let's see how we do in this one. Wanyama wins it, heads on to Janssen, back into Lamella, back to Son. Son takes a touch, Wanyama, he finds Lamella on the run. Lamella's through on goal. Lamella can't miss. Lamella doesn't miss. It's 1-0. He plays straight out to Dyer. Janssen picks it up. Plays it into Son. Son with a shot. Son makes it 2-0 almost instantly after the first. Son into Janssen. Back out to Son. Son sees Janssen making the run. Oh, I can't get around the defender though. Oh, but he does win it back instantly. Janssen to make it 3-1. 3-0 even, and it's 3-0 24 minutes into the game. It's played through to Lamela. Lamela's got a chance here to make it 4. Lamela's not going to miss. That's 4-0. We're a couple of minutes into that second half. We've already scored again. So straight after we scored the 4th goal, he decided that that was when it's enough. We get 7,500 coins from that. 7,000 from winning the league, and then the rest from the match, which is absolutely awesome. So we're going to quickly go complete the last couple of squad builder challenges that we started. Then we're going to have a look at where everything stands and end the video. So the first challenge we complete is the Philadelphia Union one. We're going to get a premium silver players pack for this. Everyone was fairly cheap in here, apart from the left back we had to end up paying, I think it was 654, and then we paid 900 for another one in that. I don't know why I backed out, but let's just pop back in and actually complete that one, and then I'll show you the next one we did. So the next one we completed was the Real Salt Lake one. We got most of these players for really cheap. We might have paid 150 for the bronzes, 400 for maybe 1 or 2 of the silvers, but then we were left with this guy. We needed a left wing or a right wing to complete the challenge, and we had to get this guy. There were a couple of him on the market, and we paid nearly 3,000 coins for him. This alone is going to be enough to make this one challenge probably not profitable. We might even end up losing a couple of thousand coins on it because of such a big mistake. But because I had 10 of the players, I didn't want to just stop it there. I wanted to proceed and just finish it off. We've got a couple more things that have sold, so we're just going to clear the transfer list of those guys. We're going to jump straight into these packs and then just pray that our luck wins us back the coins we spent on these challenges. It's a fairly big ask after we spent so much on that, especially that last one. But you never know what you could get. The first guy looks like he might be a Santander player. Let's actually see. Oh god, I just listed him by accident. I guess we'll find out what he goes for when he sells. The rest of the guys, we've got Calcio, a left back. He might sell. We've got 450. We won't put him up for now, but we will list him at a later point. And then we've got a Russian goalkeeper. Oh my god, that pack was absolutely awful for us. Yeah, he sells for about 300 coins. Let me just check if this English dude sells. He's got crazy pace for a silver player. His shooting's not great. We might get a couple of hundred out of him as well. And the first guy's just not used for anything because he's from Bundesliga 2. So the first pack was really, really poor for us. When we jump into the second pack, we're really hoping that we get someone huge in it to make the coins back. So it's a guy from, what's that league called? I can't even remember the name now. Oh, we do get a big Cam from Liga NOS. That's the one, the Scotia Bank League. We do have an MLS right back, Super League player, Bundesliga Pro League player, another Santander, and an Everton player as well. We'll definitely be listing those two. We're going to be listing these two up first, actually, because we don't want our transfer list to be clogged. Does this guy actually sell for about 1,000? No. 800, 850. This isn't a bad card to have pulled. We're going to list ours up for 700 coins. So that'll be 700 from the first player. I don't know if this guy's going to sell. If not, we're just going to discard him. No, he doesn't sell. Let's quickly just quick sell that guy for the 100 coins he gives us. Firstly, let's check the Everton right back. See if Holgate sells. About 450. We'll send him to our club and list him later. Now the Real Madrid striker. Same principle. A couple of hundred coins maybe. Now let's see if the guy from the Pro League sells. He's a right midfielder. He is from one of the nations needed for the African Squad Builder Challenge. 1,400 is the cheapest. Cool. So we're going to list ours up for 1,200 on him. That's a start at least. The Super League centre-back. What club is it? I have no idea if that's going to sell. I see 1,000, I see 400. Oh, there's only one for 400 though, then it goes down to about 800. I'm going to list him up for 700. That does fill our transfer list annoyingly. And we do have these two guys here. So I guess send them to the club, hopefully something sells so I can clear it, and then we can just check those last two players. So straight away, the Man City right back sold and the CDM from Leicester sold. So both of our Premier League players have sold. That gives us 2 slots on the transfer list. So now we can just jump in here and check those last 2 silver players that we got on the pack. The rare ones, that is, if we can find them. So the first guy was this guy, the Liga NOS. He sells for absolutely nothing. Maybe 500 coins, 450 there. We're going to list him up for 500 coins. That's a bit of a disappointment. I was really hoping for bigger things from that guy. And the second one was, oh, it was that MLS guy we just went past. He's a right back. We're really hoping Colorado Rapids need right backs, and they don't. 800 seems to be the cheapest. We'll go in for 700 on this guy. After we've sold everything, we might come close to breaking even, but even that's going to be a long shot with the amount of coins we spent on some of those. So there is a pretty good chance that we may end up losing a couple of thousand coins from this episode. But hopefully when I start the next one, most of it will have sold, and then we can see roughly where we stand from it.